Let me just. Yep. Hey, Cherry. Hey, guys. How are you? Hello. So, if you have any questions for me before we could start with our call, we'll still get some like people to come in. So you can just put it on the Zoom chat. Um, and just let me know if there's anything that you want me to cover before we could hop onto our like topic for today, which is about workflows and emails. And while waiting for your suggestion to the chat box, I'll just um I'll just share this live to our Facebook group so the other people will be can join. So let me just do that quick. Continue. Just give me 1 sec. And just grabbing some link here. Join here. Yep, so we're currently live to our Facebook group. So any of you guys have any questions for me before we could like discuss about the basic things with the workflows and like emails? We'll just have a quick ad leave of the email like being connected with the workflows. So if you guys have any questions, just put it on the Zoom chat. I'll just minimize my screen here so I can see you guys clearly. Okay. And if you guys have any questions before we can start. Hey, Cadence. Hey, Sabine. Hey, Richard. And Kate Triona is here. Hey, guys. So, yeah. So if you have any maybe suggestions and questions, you can put it on the Zoom chat so maybe we can discuss about it during our live. Okay. Brandon is coming in. So, yeah. So it's nice to see you guys here. So our topic for today will be about emails and workflows. So what we're going to do now is I will just discuss a basic integrations with workflows and forms. And then after that one, we can also have a little discussion about the emails and email campaigns and the templates. And also there's a element on our workflow that is called conditional workflow. I want to give it an emphasis because some of you guys are not aware of it yet. So maybe you will have some idea on how you can maximize our workflows with that conditional thing. So yeah. So let's just see if we can get any questions from our Zoom live. Just give me 1 sec. Are future campaigns automatically in draft mode or can this be set on publish? Are you talking about the email campaign, Sabine? Yes, email campaigns. So let me just check. I think our email campaigns will be automatically put into draft and until you put some actions to it. So you can either like schedule it, it will put the status into schedule. If you abandon it, it will put into I mean if you send it, it will put into like sent. And if you put it on draft, for example, if you just get it from the email template to the email campaigns, it will be automatically put into drafts. So let me just share my screen. I'll show you. I'm currently on that exact window, so I can see what it looks like. So yeah, so these are the email campaigns I currently have. So I have the status here. These are the scheduled emails. So as you can see, the status is scheduled because I scheduled it some other time. And this one is sent because I already like added an action to it, which is basically sending it out to my contact list. And then the next one would be draft. These are for the email campaigns that doesn't have any actions yet. So maybe you are still starting to build out the campaigns, it will be automatically marked as draft. So yeah, thank you for that. If any of you guys have any more questions? Yeah, I think we're good. So yeah. So thank you guys for jumping on a call with us. So today we'll discuss about workflow, but if you have any specific topic that we can, you want us to cover, you can just like put it in the Zoom chat. So maybe we can discuss about it. Just give me one sec. Let me just fix my cam. Okay. This looks weird. Okay. Okay, somehow I need to change it from draft to scheduled. I don't know how. To change the status of the email to from draft to schedule is you need to schedule it first. So for example, this draft email right here, I'll just click on it. This is currently like on draft, right? So when you click on the top right hand side, you see the sender schedule. Click on that. And then afterwards, you can either send it now. When you put the email campaign as send now, the status on the email campaign will be turned as maybe sent if you have like smaller number of contact lists, or it will be maybe sending if it's still in the process of sending. But if you want to maybe make the status a schedule, you have to schedule it first. So when scheduling an email campaign, you need to fill in all the necessary details on the right-hand side from the sender name, sender email, the subject, and most importantly, the recipient of the email that you want to send the email to. So that's what you're going to do. You good with that, Sabine? Do you have any other questions with that? I think we're good with that. So let me just show you a quick example for that one. So let's have this specific email scheduled maybe for tomorrow. Let me just put this one on schedule. So I'll just choose a contact for this one. You have different options for your recipient. You can either target specific contacts. You can either send it to the smart list, or you can either send it with a tags. So that's what you're going to do. But for me, for the sake of the demo, let me try to put it to send it like on a specific person. So I'll just send it to myself just for a test. And then what I'm going to do, I will schedule it maybe for tomorrow. Let's have, for example, 6 a.m. And then I'll just click on schedule. And after that one, you will be, yeah. So as you can see in here, the status of this email is now on schedule because you created an action for it for this one for the schedule. Okay, got it. So you have to make sure you got the recipient ready if you want to have a organized contact list for the recipient of your email. Make sure to utilize our tag segmenting. So tag is really great with organizing or segmenting your leads depending on their categories. So yep. And if you guys have any other questions, yeah, I think we're good. So just put your question in Zoom chat if you have any concerns or questions that we can talk about. So yeah. So for today's Tech Toolbox, we'll discuss about the workflows in Tekmatix. So let me just show you a visual representation of our current scenario. This is a, nope, not that one, this one. So this is just a Canva template that I created just to show you the visual representation of our current situation for our workflows. So we will be creating a workflow that would be triggered when someone submitted a form. And then after they submitted a form, we want to know if that exact person is maybe a current member of your maybe membership or maybe to your current service or like products, and then if they're not a member. And then if you're using tag with your contact list, this would be perfect for you because we were basically using tags for this exact conditions or exact like action.
Please.
Yep, let me just mute you out, Claire. Sorry for that. Yeah. So just give me one sec. Let me just try to get this one. Yep, no messages at all with this group. Okay. So yeah. So again, we will have a form submitter workflow, and then our conditional would be, our conditional category will be, we will want to know if that exact person that submitted a form is maybe a member or not a member, and we want to know if they're a member using a tag. So that's what we're going to do. So when that exact person who submitted the form is tagged as a member, we have a yes condition in here and a no condition. So basically, a yes are those people who are tagged as a member, and then after we will know that they are maybe a person that has a member tag, we'll send them a welcome email. And then if they're not a member or they're not tagged as a member, we'll just tag them as non-member. So maybe in the future, or maybe next week or some other time, we can maybe categorize them on a different newsletter or a different campaign, or maybe we can retarget them to sell products to them. So that's what we're going to do. So let me just go to my workflows here. And before we can start with the workflows, I want to maybe create the email first. So as you can see in this visual layout right here, we have a welcome email. So I want to create that welcome email so we won't get distracted with the process. So let's just do the email first. So I'll go to my Tekmatix dashboard. From your dashboard, go to marketing and emails. Let me try to refresh my screen first, because usually it do this. And yep. So just keep me posted if you have any questions or like any suggestion in the Zoom chat. Yeah. So from your dashboard, go to marketing and emails. From marketing and emails, in this email drop down right here, go to email builders. So for those people who are not aware yet or who are not familiar with the emails in Tekmatix, we have two types of emails, the email builder and the email campaigns. It's not basically type, but basically two houses for our emails. So on the email builder, this is where you're going to see all the email templates that you currently have. So basically, this is where you build your email, right? And then on email campaigns, these are the emails that you're going to send out as one-off. So it could be an email blast for this exact occasion, or maybe this exact event and things like that. And on email builders, these are basically where you build your email templates in. So the email builder, let me just click on that one. This is where we're going to create the template that where we're going to attach to our workflow for our welcome emails. So that's what we're currently using. So yeah, so let me just create an email first. So you will see this exact UI on your end. On the right hand side, you will see this new button. Just click on that one. You can either create an email from scratch, like I'm sorry, let me just mute this. Sorry for that. Okay, so yeah. So on the right hand side, you can either create a blank template if you want, or I'm not sure if this would be available on your accounts yet, but because we're going some testing on this one, but please confirm on the Zoom chat if this one is available on your end. This is what we call email marketing templates. So when you click on email marketing templates, it will show you different layout of emails that you can use to your emails. So, but yeah, I'm not sure if that's available to each of your accounts yet, because this is currently on beta and we're currently testing it. So if it's available in your, yeah, Sabine, it's available. Perfect. So yeah, so Sabine confirmed that this email template library is available to your account. You can maybe try to browse any email templates you may like for your emails. So for me, you can actually choose one of this. You can just click on select and apply. But for me, we'll just keep our email templates like simple and clean. So on your email builder, we have this master template folder that we load to your account. So we have a master template loaded to your account to be maybe your guide for the emails that you're going to send out. So in my case, this is the one. So what I'm going to do is I'll just duplicate this one to retain the original in case I want to update it from time to time. And that would be maybe my base template for all of my emails. So yeah, so that what I'm going to do. And this one, the one I cloned or I duplicate, I will call it maybe as a member welcome email, because that's what we need to do with our workflows. And I'll just click clone. Let's just wait for that. And yeah, As you can see in top, it is already called member welcome emails because we just clone it. And after we clone it, it will automatically open that exact email builder so you can start building out that email. So we have different elements for this exact email on the left-hand side. You can have different choices for the elements. You can have text, you can have images, you can have a button that can be redirected to any links that you want. It could be an offer link, it could be a downloadable PDF, it could be maybe a landing page, a calendar link, and things like that. So that's what you can do with your buttons. And then after that one, obviously we can do images for your like visuals and things like that, dividers, socials if you want. And also we have a video element in here that I already added onto the email body. So when I click on this email element, I mean the video element, you had the option to maybe attach a video coming from your YouTube account, from your Vimeo, from your Vistra, and from HTML5. So maybe if you don't have access to YouTube video and Vistia, what you can just do is upload your videos in your Tekmatix account and set the video type into HTML5 and put the link of the video. So how to do that? Let me just show you how to do that quick. So let me just go back to the dashboard so it will be very clear. So from your dashboard, head down here below to settings. And then afterwards, go to media. And from your media, open media library. And then here, this is where you're going to upload your video file. So just click on upload file, upload your video, and that's it. And for my case, I already uploaded the video, which is this one, the assessment and Tekmatix MP4. I'll just click on that exact media file. So I'll just click on this video and then just click on this chain icon on the top right to copy the link of the video. Just copy that link, then head over to your email again. I'm just using multiple tabs in here for like easier navigation. So you can also like do it on your end if you want. So in that video element from the email, just change the video type into HTML5 and just paste the video URL that we just copied from here. So that's what it works. And then just save it and let's try to preview it to see how it works. You can obviously put in a thumbnail for the video. Same thing, you can head over to your media, upload the thumbnail that you want to have. For me, maybe let's just use this, maybe this one. And I'll just copy that link. And then I'll go here to email and just paste the video thumbnail URL as that. So as you can see, it already changed the picture of the thumbnail of the video. So when I click on save template, and maybe when I preview this email template, this is what will happen to my video. So this is the overall email template. And this video right here, when you click on that one, it will open a new tab, which is basically your video hosted inside Tekmatix. So that's what will happen. We have a question from Cadence. What is the creative folder used for? For the creative folder, this would be if you want to segment all of your emails. So for example, you will create a series of emails for the specific product. You can create a folder for that one so you can organize all of your emails going out. So yeah, just for basically organization purposes. Yeah. So if you want to create a new folder for maybe an exact email series for the product, you can also create a folder for that one. So yeah, that's how you want to maybe create a folder for your emails. Yep. And then after that, yep.
So what's the difference between having campaigns and having the creative folder?
Oh yeah.
Campaigns are going to be separate anyway.
Yeah, I'll just show you how to do that in a bit. But take note, in the right-hand side, there's only an option we can do, which is basically saving the template. On the campaigns, because what we're going to do with our email templates and email builder is we have to convert our email template into email campaign before we can set it out as a one-off. So we're using this email template currently here to attach to our workflow. So that's what we're currently doing. So I'll just show you the example for that one in a bit. You will see the difference on the interface when we're done with these email. So yeah. Any other questions for that? just let me know. Just put it in the chat box if you have any questions. Yep. So yeah, so we have different elements in here. These are just the basics. The socials can be definitely updated. You can just click on this exact element. Everything can be edited on the left hand side. So if you want to update the socials, like things right here for the layout, for the links and things like that, just click on that element and then edit everything on the left hand side. So that's how you do it. So for example, the Facebook link, I want to update it with my actual Facebook link. What you can do is just click on the pencil and it will ask you to put the Facebook URL that you have. So that's just basically what you can do. And after that one, we also have different layouts. So for example, if you want to put like maybe different layouts for your emails, you can also do this one and you can put in like different layers of elements. So yeah. And after that one, I usually put in some headings in here for my emails. So let me just grab an image that I'll put in here. So I can either put my logo as maybe as my email banner, but one tip for you, for those people who maybe don't have a logo yet, you can actually go to your Canva account. So this is the email header that I'm currently working on. I will be like putting it to the course welcome email like template. So this email header that you can create from Canva, the dimension for this one is around maybe the width is 600 and the height is around 200 pixels. Or you can go to your Canva account, look for email header, and you can use those like suggested templates that it has. So in my case, I'll just want to use this thing right here. You can put in different elements if you want, but I'll just use this particular email header. So let me just download it quick and I'll show you how it looks like onto the live like emails. So it's just saving it. Yeah, that is downloaded. So what I'm going to do, I'll head onto my emails. So in this exact picture element, I'll just click on replace. And then after that one, I'll upload a file coming from my computer. So as you can see, this is the file that I just downloaded. Click on that one. And once it's done, like uploading, you can just double click. So just click, and that's it. So as you can see, it already added as an email like header, and that would be the right size for the email header. So yeah. So again, that's I think 600 by 200 pixels. So yeah, so maybe you can incorporate that one to your emails too. And aside from that, for those people who maybe have logos for maybe circular logos or maybe like square type logos, we have a like sizing thing in here that you can maybe adjust the sizing of your images. So yeah. And then after that one, maybe I'm okay with all of this thing. I'll just save this template so we won't lose anything. And then afterwards, on the right hand side, you see these three little dots. Click on that one. Click on settings. You can put in the from name and the subject in here if you want, but we can definitely update it on the workflows and also in email campaigns. But for me, I usually do this here because I just want everything done. So from the from name or the sender name, you can just put in your name or your company name. But for easier access for like the custom values, when you click on this tag icon right here, when you scroll to account and then account name, this is basically the account name you have onto your business account. So for example, let me just go back here onto your business profile. Whatever friendly business name you put in here will be automatically your location name. So that's what will happen. It's called custom values under account. So when you click on this tag icon and then account and then name, it will basically update the exact account name that you have to your account. And then after that one, for the from name, I'll just use the same thing, account and then email. And then again, this account email is coming from your business profile and then this email right here. So that's what will happen. So if you set up your business profile, that would be really great. So you can maybe use all of this account custom values most of the time. How does the system know to put this image from your media library into your email? How does the system know to put this image? I'm not sure I get your question, Sabine. Can you please elaborate it more? Yeah, you double click on it. Sorry for that. Yep. You need to upload it and then double click, and then it will automatically like put it into the exact phase. And yep. And after that one, you can put in maybe preview text and some email subject. For me, I'll just do welcome to Tekmatix. Yeah, the usual. And then I'll just save. And from that, we're done with our email builder. We can actually stop from here. Just don't forget to save your email from time to time. And when I go back to my email folder, which is basically under master template, we can see the member welcome emails here. So basically, this is a welcome email that we created earlier. You can stop from here because when you create a workflow, you can just use this one as maybe the email action for your workflow. But for the sake of demonstration, let me just convert this email builder or email template as a campaign to send it as a one-off email to our clients. So what you're going to do on that exact email builder or email template that you just created, on the right-hand side, you will see this action drop down. Click on that, and then just click on create campaign. And it will automatically convert this email template as an email campaign. And let me just show you how it looks like in a bit. It will just need to take some time to load. Yep. Any of you guys have any questions? Let's just wait for that one to totally like load. But let me just have this other screen as a backup in case that one will mess up. Yeah. So yeah. Nope, not yet. So let's just wait for that one. Yep, no questions so far. Yeah, I think it's not loading on my end. Give me one sec. The internet is really slow. So let me just go back to email builder. Let me do it again. Yep. So I'll just click on actions and create campaign. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, when I click on create campaign, it will automatically pop up the email campaign that you that is basically the email builder. So as you can see, it still has the like exact email template that we created earlier. But right now, instead of having just save template buttons on the right hand side, we now have a send or schedule option. So that's the campaigns are for, because campaigns are made for sending one-off email to your clients. It could be a particular email for that occasion, event, webinar, and things like that. So when you click on send or schedule, once you're good with all of the layouts in here, just click on send schedule. And then in here, you have different options to send now, schedule, and things like that. You can put an email subject in here. As you can see, it retains the email subject that we created earlier. And then the recipient, you can either send it from an exact contact or a smart list or from a tag. So that's how you convert the email template to an email campaign and send it off to your client as a one-off email. Yeah. So let's just stop the email thing. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's great, Sabine. So that's all good. Let's just stop here for our email thing because we need to create the workflow for now in this exact scenario. So what we're going to do now is I'm currently on workflow, but I figured that we actually need to create a form first. So for my form, maybe I'll just choose any of the existing form templates that we have because we have different templates in here. Maybe I'll use uh this one. Let's have to check on this thing that Chelsea created. Yeah. So just the basic thing, first name, email, and then captcha, and then join webinar. So that's the only thing that we have. On the right-hand side of the form, just a quick recap on how to create a thank you page for your form. On the right-hand side, you will see this option. On submit, make sure that you have any actions in here. So again, on this form, on the right-hand side, you will see this option like tap, click on that one, and you will see this on submit like section. That's where you're going to put the action on what you're going, what will be going to happen after they submitted a form. So you can either have it as an open URL and you can put in maybe a URL for your thank you page, or maybe an upsell of a product or things like that. But for me, what I usually do, I just put it as a message because we just want to have a plain thank you message for everyone who submitted a form. So I'll just set it as a message, and maybe I'll put thank you for submitting the form. Yeah, just the basics. Submitting the uh form. And then you can either put this as a headline to make it like appear bigger, and you can have like the sizing of the text in here. Hang on, it's not working on me. Yep, it's not working on me. And then you can change the font color into whatever color you want. So maybe let's just do red. And it's not populating. Hang on. Yep, it's not populating on my end. Sorry for that. And you can either have maybe a hyperlink for all the links that you want your clients to click. It could be an upsell, it could be another page, it could be a website and things like that. So yeah, so let's just leave, I'll leave that for now, and I'll just save this form. I'll just save the form. All of the things that you can see in here can be customizable. I won't jump into the details and how to create like fields and things like that. But all of the standard fields, you can just like click on this right-hand side and drag it across the screen. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll just save the form again. And what I will do now is I will just test the form, if it's working properly before we could like integrate it with the workflow. So on the right-hand side, I will just want to rename it quick. Sorry, I forgot to do that. On options, this is where you're going to rename the form. So currently the form name is webinar form 214. I'll just call it demo form, demo workflow form. And the date for today is 4/12. Yep. And I'll just say form. And what we're going to do now, this form name on top that you can see is not visible to anyone but you. So don't worry about going crazy with your title just to remember it. So it will be just visible for you. So when I click on integrate form, I'll just click on offer form, open form link to test the link. Or what you can do is also copy form link and then paste it in a new tab. But to make your lives easier, you can actually just do open form link. It just do the same. Yeah. And then after that one, let me just fill in all the necessary details in here. This is a fake number, by the way. And then I'm not a real one. So let's see, join webinar. Oh, oh, okay. Just wait for that one. Usually it does this. Yeah. Yeah. So as you can see, thank you for submitting the form. And the font is red because that's how we set it up earlier. So what we're going to do now is we need to head on to our workflows to put everything together. So just a recap, this is our part scenario. When someone submitted a form, we want to know that that specific person is maybe was tagged as a member or not, so we can send out like different things for them. So back to your dashboard, go to your automated workflows. And then after that one, you can actually create like different folders for your workflows. But for me, since this is a demo, I'll just create a workflow. Yep, I'll just create a workflow without a folder. So I'll just click on that one. And for those who did not know, you actually have different recipes for a workflow that can be used as your guide. So maybe if you have a webinar registration, you can just click on this one. You have a no-show template for your like maybe calendars and things like that. You can just choose of any of a recipe. What you can do is just click on any of the recipe and just click on create new workflow, and it will just open in a new tab. Or I mean, it will just open the exact recipe. But for us, we'll be starting from scratch because we will have a customized workflow. So just click on start from scratch, and the right-hand side, just click on create new workflow. And yep, any other questions for me? Yep, just put on your questions to the chat box. So I'll just call this one form submitted with conditional actions. Yeah, let's just call it like that. Yeah. This is how the workflow is structured. On the top, this rectangular box, as you can see, add new workflow trigger. This is where you're going to put the trigger of your workflows. So what does the trigger do? The trigger basically triggers all of the things inside a workflow. So when you click on the rectangle box, you will have these options on different triggers that you can use for your workflows. So in our case, we're doing a form submission, but you have different options to trigger a workflow. It could be maybe, sorry for that. I think I need to mute someone. Yeah. So it could be maybe an order form submitted. It could be a tag added. It could be a lesson completed and things like that. So you'll have different options in here for your trigger. But for us, this will be for a form submission. So here under contact actions, you see form submitted. This is what we're going to use. Or on this search trigger, you can just like look for form and this will show up. So I'll just click on form submitted. And what you're going to do next is click on add filter. And this is where you're going to add a filter. So the form is what it's called, what we called it again, sorry. I forgot, sorry. Yeah, this one, demo workflow. Click on demo workflow and I'll just name this workflow trigger name. So I'll know which one is this coming from. Demo workflow form, and then click save. So that's it. So basically that's the trigger of the workflow. It means when someone submitted a demo workflow form, it will trigger the whole thing right here. So you can either have different actions. So maybe you can send an email one off and things like that. But in our case, the actions that we're going to do is we need to track if that exact submission is coming from a contact that is tagged as a member or not tagged as a member. So that's what we're going to do. So go back to your workflows, click on this circle icon right here. This will the navigation menu on the right hand side up here. And that exact thing that we're currently looking for is called if or else, like if dash else. Let me just show you if and then else. So this one. So this is basically will create like different branches of maybe a spider web of all of the conditions that you want your contact to meet. So maybe if you have like different things that you can trigger, maybe you can have like different ideas on how you can structure your workflows with this type of action. So the condition for this one is basically is the contact tag as member, right? Because we want to know if someone that submitted a form was tagged as a member. So the condition for this one is called if the contact is tagged as member. Yeah. And then the first branch would be yes. Right? So I'll just call it maybe tag as member. And we actually don't need to create the no like branch because the workflow for the conditional workflow will automatically create a non branch for all of the conditional. So for example, it will automatically execute when someone was not tagged as a member. So I'll just show you quick on how it looks like. And then afterwards, on this segment right here, this is where you're going to specify the condition. So under segment, look for contact details, the very first one, click on that one. This will only be applicable if you're like maybe segmenting your contact list via tag. So click on contact details and then on the search bar, look for tag. Yeah, so as you can see these tags. So click on tags and then maybe you can do includes and things like that. So I'll just do includes. And then on tag, I will look for member. And we don't have a member tag yet. So let me just add a member tag. So yeah, so basically this is the condition that we have. We want to know if the contact is tagged as member. This is for the people that submitted the form. So when I click on save action, and as you can see, this is what I mean. You don't have to create a non-branch because it will automatically populate when you create an if or else condition. So let me just save this workflow because sometimes I forgot to save it. Yeah. So as you can see, we have two branches in here. These are for the people that submitted a form and was tagged as a member. And these are for the people that were not tagged at all. So what we're going to do now For the people that submitted a form and not tagged as a member, we will send them a welcome email that basically is the email that we created earlier. So let me just go back into the email thing right here. On the email template, this is the member welcome email, right? That's the email that we're going to send out to those people that were tagged as a member. So when I go to workflows, the next action that I'm going to do is send email. So when I open this one, as you can see, you can definitely create your emails right here. Like you can like type in whatever message that you want to have. But for me, in my case, I just want to make my emails look pretty. So what I'm going to do is I just created the email under email templates. But it depends on your preference. If you want to have a plain email, you can just immediately go to your workflow, type in the email contents that you have. You don't have to go through the process of like creating the email templates. But in my case, I'll show you how it works because we just created the email template from the email builder, right? So what you're going to do, down to the templates, look for that email that you just created. So in our case, it's called member welcome email. So I just look welcome member welcome email. And basically, this is the email that we just created earlier. So when I click on that one, you can just, I'll just call this action as maybe a welcome email. And that's it. So you can either have like different things in here. You can either put in maybe wait step if you want to maybe put them into a set of furniture. For example, I want to maybe give them like, or maybe send them emails every 2 days. So what I'm going to do, sorry, I'm just too fast with that one. When you click on this action thing, on the left hand side, look for wait. And this is basically the buffer like action for the workflow. Since this will put the contact into a specific wait time that you want to set. So in our case, we'll put them into maybe wait 2 days. And then after that one, set the wait into 2, and then set this one into days. So for example, if you're sending out an email into the maybe an exact time of the day, for example, your email content contains good morning or maybe good night, or maybe are you eating your lunch and things like that, just click on this advanced window. Just make sure to toggle on all of the days if you want to send out emails Sunday to Saturday, or you can actually just put it onto to weekdays if you want to send out emails on a weekend. So, for example, maybe for example, I opt in on a Friday. Basically, 2 days after Friday is Sunday, right? So when we turn off this things right here, obviously I can't receive emails on a Sunday because we turn it off. Automatically, the emails will be sent out on the next Monday. So that's how the condition of this advanced window works. So if you have this strict implementation of the times of what where you or where or when you want to send out your email, maybe you want to incorporate advanced window for that. So yeah, so in my case, I just want to do it every day. So let's do every day. And then on the window, I want to be this to be exact, maybe um let's just do 7 a.m. because I have a good morning content in my email and I want it to be sent on a morning. So I'll just change the action name, wait 6 days at 7 a.m. So I'll just know what specific wait step is this one. And just save action, and that would be it. And then after that one, you can set out like multiple emails. You can put in like different wait step if you want to prolong the nurture sequence. But for me, I'll just leave it as is. Yeah. So just for the sake of the demo. And you can also send out SMS. For those people who want to buy a number and want to send out SMS campaigns, just let me know because we have a different workaround for that one. For those Australian clients, we actually need to submit a regulatory bundle, and that's under SMS compliance. So that could be an additional work to do on your end, but those are basically submitting some personal info and business info on why you want to get a number. So yeah. And let me just check on the email. I think Carol Bidis will not realize her microphone is still on. Yep. Thank you for that, Marian. I think Carol already turned off. I think it's muted. Okay, thank you for that. So yeah. So you can put in like more actions in this one. And then on none, we have a category in here that we will tag them as a non-member. if they submitted a workflow and they were not tagged as member. So what I'm going to do here onto the non-branch, I'll just click on this add action, and the action that we're going to do is tag added. So I'll just look for tag, and then I will call it non-member, and we will do a test afterwards. So I'll show you how it works, how this works. So I'll just click on add new tag because we don't have a non-member tag yet, and just save action. So yeah, so basically we just replicated that thing. So let me just do a test. So I'll just save this workflow. So basically what will happen now for every form submission, they will go through this workflow, right? They will go through this process of filtering if they were tagged as a member or not. So for example, let me just get that form again. I'll just go to sites and courses and then forms. And if you guys have any questions for me, yep. So I'll just do this one. I'll just do a test with the form and let's see what will happen. Yep, integrate form and then open form link. Let me just do submission. I will use Giselle's credentials for this one. Giselle and then phone, just to like segregate the context. 1213286. And then the email would be Giselle at tekmatix.com. Tekmatix.com, and then join webinar. So what happens now is when you go to your workflow that you just created earlier, where it goes here. So I'll just maybe you can refresh your screen to see what's going on. But for me, I'll just switch from things to things just to refresh it. Oh, you were executed. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put a wait step in here. But basically what happens is when you go to history, as you can see, Giselle entered the workflow. But what happens is she was removed because she went here because she's not tagged as member yet. So that's what happened. And then after that, yeah, she's basically removed her workflow, but she was tagged as a non-member. So what we're going to do now, go to your contact list and look for Giselle and see what happens. So in my case, maybe I'll look for Giselle in here. So as you can see, Giselle is in here. And on the right, on the left-hand side, just scroll through. And as you can see, a new tag was added to Giselle, which is basically a non-member because she went through that workflow and the workflow noticed that she submitted a form, but she didn't have a member tag. That's why the workflow tagged her as a non-member. So let's do a test. And for now, I'll do mine and I'll tag myself first as a member and we will see what will happen. So not test, I'll just do this one. The first thing that we're going to do is maybe I will tag myself as a member. Let's just wait for this one to usually it does this, it just loads and then, yep, my mic is off. Yeah, member, and that's it. So as you can see, the tag is added for me as a member. What I'm going to do now is I'll go back to my form, open form link. This time I will submit an entry and this would be for me. And as you can see, I was tagged as a member, right? Let's see what will the workflow will do. 8 1 1 2 2. Yep. And then in my case, it will be nat@tekmatix.com, join webinar, and then let's go to their workflows and see how it goes. So just a little refresh. And as you can see, we already have a little person in here. This icon indicates that there is someone on this exact step. So when you click on that person, as you can see, this is actually me. So it means I went through this workflow when I submitted a form and the system actually notices that I was tagged as a member. So that's why I received the welcome email. And now I'm currently on the waiting step or the waiting buffer for 2 days. And then, yeah, you can put in like different actions in here. It could be sending SMS, email, tags, and things like that. So yeah, so that's how you can do it. where are they tagged as a member in the first place? It depends on you, Running Ween. Sorry for that, and I'm pronouncing um your name wrong. When you go to your contacts, you can maybe start segregating your leads or categorizing your leads with tags, because that's the easier way on like segmenting your people. So for example, you can like add a tag for this specific contact. Maybe when you are trying to import a contact list, you can have a column into your Google Sheet as maybe tag, and it will automatically, the system will automatically know that that was the tag for that exact client. And you can definitely make the tag as part of any workflow, but you can maybe manually tag your people if that's the case. But if you have an existing list, what I can suggest is maybe start segregating your clients with tags, because it will be very, very like easy to segment your clients with tags, because basically you can just do multiple filters for that one. For example, I'm currently on my contact list. On the right hand side, on more filters, when I look for tag, I can just easily filter all of the contacts that were tagged with this exact tag. In that case, you see these things on the top right. These are actually what we call bulk actions. So bulk actions, you can either manipulate the movement on a pipeline. You can either send out a one-off and SMS for those people that were maybe tagged with that exact tag. Send out an email, tag them as a book, delete them as a book, and things like that. So it'll be easier for you if you will filter your people with tags, or maybe add tags with your like contact list. Um, so why are they filling in the form? Sorry for that, Bronwyn. It's just for the demo, because we don't have like things yet. I don't have any test emails that I can use. So in that case, the existing contact list you have into your system, they can still like fill out the form though. For example, if you have maybe an upcoming paid thing, or maybe a paid webinar, you can still like invite people that is currently on your like our current list. So yeah, that won't be the case. No worries, that would be fine. Can you set them to be tagged on a purchase of a membership? Yes, definitely, Helen. So let me just show you quick with that exact thing that Helen is asking. So the exact question of Helen is, can you set them to be tagged on a purchase of a membership? Yes, you can definitely can. So what you can do, again, let's create a new workflow for this. Create workflow. And then afterwards, click on start from scratch, create a workflow again, just to create a workflow. And then earlier we created a trigger that is when a form was submitted, right? In this case, this will be when someone sign up for a membership. So I'll just call it membership sign up. Yeah. So the trigger for this one, instead of using form submitted with the demo we created earlier, is we could use just scroll on the right hand side, because I'm not familiar with the names. It could be under membership, and that could be either offer access granted, or it could be just give me one sec, should be sign up, membership new sign up. So that's how you trigger a an action that when someone like maybe sign up for a course. So that's what it called. Again, let me just go back, add new workflow trigger, scroll down to membership, and this is what we call membership new sign up. So click on that one. And then after that one, click on add filters. And then in here, just select the offer, the exact offer that you want to target. For example, in my case, I want to create a workflow for the people that opt into my Amazon book course. So just click on Amazon book, and that's it. So you just created a workflow for your Amazon book purchase. So these are what it means is it will put those people who maybe like bought my Amazon book course into this exact workflow. And in that case, you can put in like different actions, like maybe tagging them, look for tag, and maybe I will just tag them as Amazon book purchase. So I will know that this exact person bought an Amazon book from me. So that's what you're going to do. And then after that one, you can send out maybe nurture sequence or maybe an emails and things like that. And yeah, so that's how you do it. So did you get that, Helen? You okay with that? And also one cool thing with like workflow actions that I always do is, let me just click on this action right here. When you scroll down until I forgot what it's called again. Under CRM section, you will see this send internal notification. So send this internal notification is basically the action in the workflow that would notify you when a certain trigger was made. So for example, when someone maybe sign up for your course, you want to get notified for it. So basically you need to set up an internal notification for that one. So yeah, in our case, let's have, for example, you can set up different notification for that. So it could be an email notification. It could be an email being sent to your email when someone opt-ins for this course, or it could be a notification to your Tekmatix app. If you have your Tekmatix app to your phone, for those who didn't have the Tekmatix app to their phone yet, you can just go to Apple Play Store or Google Play Store. Look for Tekmatix, just type in Tekmatix and it will show up. It will be the app that has Sarah Coordinator's name in it. So that's where you're going to see the Tekmatix app. And mind you, the Tekmatix app can be used for the basic CRM management or content management. To get the most feature of the Tekmatix app, you need to log into our web browser to do more stuff. Okay, so those are just basically the quick contact management, maybe for responding like emails or maybe calling leads using the phone number from the Tekmatix and things like that. So that we're going to do. And then after that one, you can also send out SMS reminders. So yeah. So that's how you can maybe integrate internal notification to your workflows. So yeah. Any other questions? Do you guys have any other questions for me regarding maybe workflows, emails, and like different things? I think we're good, right? So let me just check our like Facebook page quick just to make sure we won't get everyone. We get everyone just to make sure we're not missing any other comments. Yep, no questions still. Let me just, yep, perfect. So let me just, yeah, that's all good. So I think we're good for today's session. So if you guys have any questions, let me just share my screen again. Um, for those who still are not a member of our Tekmatix group, just email us so we can send you the link. Or from your dashboard, you can actually see this Facebook community group. You can just join from here. And also another thing, we have a different line of supports that you can have maybe access to if you feel stuck with anything, if you're building stuff and you're not sure how to do it. You can just like go to our website, go to book a call. You can either book a call with us, with our team, and you can actually book with our different line of support, which is here on top. If you think that your question is quite techy or quite like advanced, you can just book for a tech support, because usually those are the experts in like computer software and things like that. So yeah. Another question, when I was trying the social planner yesterday, I couldn't figure out how to add an image. Let me try to see if I can preview it here. I'm not sure if I already set up. Yep, I haven't set it up. Let me try to go to, yeah. Or can you maybe send us an email, Helen, so maybe we can check your problems with your social planner, please? For those who did not have, don't have the link, I'll just put the direct link for our book a call into the chat, so you can just access it and maybe you can save it. Yes, I guess that's it, Cadence. So those are the people who are basically like us and like quite advanced with the tech side of the CRM. I have a new lead on the app today, but no other email about what she did. Um, I have a new lead on the app. What do you mean with that, Carol? Do you have like new contact opt-in? Uh, I'm not sure on how to put that app, Carol, but for example, let me just go to our contact. Maybe try to do to access the Tekmatix on your browser first. For example, for me, Nat test, you will actually see all the activity of that exact client here on the right hand side. Oh, okay, got it. So that would be great, Carol. So if you want to know what specific course they're currently enrolled in, go to maybe contacts. Try to use your browser first before like going to your phone because browser house has most of the information. Go to contacts, go to that exact contact or maybe lead. And then here under contacts on the right hand side, just scroll through until you will reach these offers. So under offers, you will see all the offers that they're currently enrolled in. So that's how you will know that it's that exact person is enrolled to that exact like offer or to that exact like course. Yeah, got it. And also on the right hand side on the activity, you will see the recent activity of the contact. So they could be under maybe they visited a thank you page or maybe a purchase page and things like that. So yeah. Any other questions for me? I think we're good. So thank you guys for jumping on our call for this week. Just see you next week. So stay safe, everyone. Bye.